Hey everybody, I'm Jason, and I'm the host of DesignCast, and I want to thank all the loyal listeners who have been listening for many years, especially those maybe who've been here since the beginning. It's a pleasure to be back. I had a little break. I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I've been up to and why I took that break. But first, if you're new, your first time listening here, welcome. I have been an educator for almost 30 years, and the bulk of that time I've been working with design education, so everything from working in a workshop to working with robotics and working with students who are doing coding and building apps, and then even all the way into cooking and sewing and things like that. So welcome. And welcome back. It has been over a year since I posted the last episode. So there's been a lot going on. I've had a lot of other projects I've been working on, which I want to share with you about that today. So let's get started. So welcome back again. My name is Jason Reagin. And for those of you who've been listening for a while, I had a lot going on during the COVID years, I guess you could say. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But for recently, I've been working on a couple different projects. And so I'm currently based in Beijing, China. And it has really been a great move for our family to be in China. Any of you who know me have known that I've been in and out of China since 1999, so a long time, back and forth for over 25 years to China. So I do love being here. And so some of the things I've been working on, I work in an international school in Beijing, and I've been doing a lot of work there with various projects, and so I'm moving back into more of a design space in the coming school year, and so I felt it was a good time to talk more about the projects I've been working on and then what I'm hoping to do in the future. So essentially, I am really excited about a lot of projects that have been happening, and I'm going to share some of those with you. The number one is it's something I started in 2021. I started writing a book. I wasn't sure where I would go with it. I just started writing down some thoughts because I often got asked by schools or by individuals or by educational organizations about how to make their teaching more innovative, and in many cases it was things like setting up maker spaces or looking at design lab type spaces. And so I thought, you know what, instead of putting schools and individuals in a situation where they have to find a time to meet with me and all these different things, why don't I put it down in paper? So I've just released a book, which I am really excited to have finally released it. I'll leave the link for that in the show notes, but you can also go to my landing page where you can find all the connections to all the different things that I'm doing. So the name of the book is The Future of Learning, and it's about designing innovative spaces that transform schools and inspire tomorrow's leaders. And so it's not a recipe book or a step-by-step guide on how to build an innovative space. There are some tips and tricks in there. It's really more about because there's businesses that can help you do that, right? And in each school or each organization has its own context that it needs to work in. And so I didn't want to just be, and I looked online and I saw a lot of books on how to actually build a physical innovation space, either a fab lab or a design studio or a maker space. And so I thought, really, when I've talked to people, what's most important is thinking about the philosophy. How do I get people on board? How do I get people to buy into the idea that we need a space, a physical space, but also an ethos around that space on how to manage it, how to staff it, what kinds of things should be in it, how do we get the community involved, how do we invite the community in to use those spaces. So that's what the book is about, actually, is more about the philosophical, contextual side of making spaces more innovative versus here's the tools you need, here's the kind of storage you need, because there are hundreds, maybe thousands of companies who can come in and help create bespoke situations for your organization. And so that's not what I wanted to do. That was not my goal in writing the book. It was more about, I do have some ideas on the kinds of projects you should do, how you involve students and that kind of thing. But it's more about how do we ensure that we're setting the stage for students to learn 21st century skills. And so that's really what the book is about. I really hope that you are interested in that. If you're going there looking for pictures of spaces and stuff, you'll be disappointed, because that's not what's in the book. It's really more about how do I find the team, the tribe that's going to help me create these spaces, because that's what sustains it. It's not having 3 3D printers or having this kind of laser cutter. It's not that. Even though those things are important, those things change from year to year, even month to month. And the next thing will come out, and the next thing will come out. And so it's not really about that. It's really more about the ethos and the culture that you need to create around your spaces. So that's one of the big things I've been working on. Actually, I started way back in like 2021, and then I've recently kind of had a renewed interest and a renewed energy around that. And so that's what I've been working on. So I hope you can check it out. It's free on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're a subscriber for Kindle Unlimited, you can go and find that. And then if I've gotten paperback as well, as you can also just get it for the Kindle. So I hope some of you take me up on that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you have good feelings about it, please feel free to leave a review. That would be really great. But yeah, I'd love to hear kind of what you're thinking, and if I've missed something, how we can update that for the next go round. So that's been kind of the big thing. I've sort of walked away from using Twitter or X. I still have an account, but I don't really check it very often. I've moved to more of a Blue Sky, which is slowly growing, but also Xiaohongshu, or Red Note, which many of you may have heard of. I put a lot of my creative pursuits there, so I've got other things I'm interested in, other things like some line art and some drawings and some different kinds of artsy type things, as well as some little travel video type things, and then some like Lego building block sets kind of thing. So please feel free to swing by and have a look at what's on Xiaohongshu. I will tell you, I'm just getting so many ideas and feeling so creative and stimulated through my interactions on Xiaohongshu. So I really do want to encourage you to have a look if you haven't already. Some big news that's come out is just this week, the IB has released the new design technology syllabus, and so I know that there's lots of buzz around that. There's some things that are sticking around. There's some new stuff in there. A future episode, I'd love to have some voices of people who have had a look at it and what they're interested in sharing their thoughts about it. We're never going to make everybody happy with these things, but I'm interested to hear what people are thinking. So please feel free to drop me a note or connect with me to let me know what you're thinking about this, because I'm currently teaching the current guide, and I'm interested to kind of hear how people are intending to approach this new syllabus. So yeah, would love to hear that. So again, I haven't posted anything for about a year. Lots of projects going on. I'm now feeling a bit more energy towards doing this kind of creative work again. So just kind of to remind everyone maybe who haven't been here or who've been here, up to this point, there's been 111 episodes, which I am very proud of, and this could not be possible without the wonderful guests who have volunteered and gifted their time with me, and everyone's very special to me who's been part of that, and I'm looking for new guests. So please feel free to reach out through my website or through different things to find a way to connect with me, and hopefully we can can do that. I would like to broaden sort of the scope of the website of the podcast, and so I'm looking for some ideas on how we can do that. I've got some really neat guests lined up. I don't know if I'm going to be publishing once a week like I was at the heyday, the highlight, the pinnacle of DesignCast. However, I intend to work through that as we go. So just looking at some potential new things. I'm also considering looking back at and I'm thinking of creating an ebook or a book that summarizes each episode and sort of pulls out what's important from each episode. If that's something you think you might be interested in reading, please let me know. Drop me a note. I would love to hear from you. Also looking at maybe having some webinars and some live streams as well. So if you consume content that way, please let me know. And in the show notes, there'll be a link to where you can get in touch with me. Also, just on the Spotify creator spot where you can go and you can read a bit about the description on how to get in touch with me. It's all listed there. And so, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I am looking forward to hearing from everyone. The support I've been given over the years, especially recently, from people saying, "Hey, where's the new content?" It's encouraging, and I really appreciate it. So please feel free to reach out, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon. And just let me know, what are you into? What kind of content are you interested in at the moment? And then we'll do our best to provide that for you. So until then, stay well, be healthy, share, like, download, subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. So please reach out. Bye.